The rain had been relentless all evening, drumming like anxious fingers on the tin roof of Lila's tiny bookstore cafe. She flipped the open sign to closed, wiped the counters, and turned off the espresso machine. Just as she reached for her coat, the bell above the door jingled. A man stood in the doorway, soaked to the bone. In his arms was a sleeping boy, no older than 6, wrapped in a threadbare hoodie. The man looked exhausted. His eyes were kind, but rimmed with worry. "I'm sorry," he said, breathless. "I saw the light still on. My phone died. We missed the last bus. I just need somewhere warm for him to rest for a bit. We've been walking for miles." Lila hesitated. Her cafe was barely surviving. She didn't have money or space to take on anyone else's problems. But her mother's words echoed in her heart. When someone knocks and you have even a crumb to spare, share it. Life has a way of returning what you give. She unlocked the door wider. "You both look frozen. Come in. There's still tea in the pot." Marcus's name was Marcus. The boy, Theo. Lila gave them towels to dry off, hot chamomile tea, and the leftover pastries from the counter. Theo slowly stirred awake, and his face lit up at the cinnamon roll. "I think this is the best day ever," he whispered to his dad. Lila smiled quietly and turned on the heater behind the counter. Marcus told her they were trying to get across town. He had a job interview at a warehouse, but the storm had made all the buses stop. Lila offered them her small storage room to rest. It had a space heater and an old beanbag chair. "I'll be fine on the floor," Marcus insisted. "You've already done more than enough." By morning, the rain had finally stopped. Lila packed a small lunch bag for Theo and scribbled the address of the cafe on a napkin. "If you ever need help again, don't be afraid to come back." They thanked her, and just like that, they were gone. A few weeks passed. Lila barely thought of the incident, busy juggling bills, slow days, and wondering how long she could keep the shop running. Then, one Friday morning, she noticed something strange. A glossy black car parked outside. A sharply dressed man stepped out, followed by 2 assistants. Lila assumed it was a customer. Instead, he walked straight to the counter. "You're Lila Brooks?" she asked with a soft smile. "Yes," she said cautiously. The man extended his hand. "I'm Alan Pierce, from Pierce Properties. We're investing in local businesses for our new Community Roots campaign. We'd like to make yours our first." Lila blinked. "My what? Why?" Alan gestured toward the window, where another man was stepping out of the car. It was Marcus. Only now he looked very different. Clean-shaven, confident, dressed in a tailored jacket. Theo, still holding the same stuffed dinosaur, followed behind. "Your kindness meant everything to me," Marcus said. "Turns out the job I thought I needed wasn't the path meant for me. I ended up helping an elderly woman who slipped on the street the same day. She turned out to be Alan's mother." Alan chuckled. "My mom insisted I meet this mysterious gentleman with good hands and a better heart. Marcus told me your story, and we decided the best businesses aren't always the biggest. Sometimes they're just the ones run by people who care." Overwhelmed, Lila barely knew what to say. Within a month, her little cafe had a new espresso machine, repainted walls, and a corner library for kids curated by Theo himself. Customers started coming in, curious about the Kindness Cafe, with the story everyone whispered about. Marcus became a regular. He helped fix up shelves, deliver books to local schools, and sometimes just sat with Theo, watching him draw superheroes on napkins. Alan's campaign took off, and the cafe became its flagship. One evening, as Lila cleaned up again, she looked around at the laughter, the books, the warmth, and couldn't believe it all started with a knock on the door. She never asked for repayment, but she got something more. Purpose, a growing community, and the reminder that even a single act of kindness on a stormy night can ripple across lives like sunlight breaking through clouds. Because when you open your heart, you don't just shelter someone, you change the story, theirs and your own.